You're watching NFL Daily. Mitchell Renz here, ready to answer all y'all's questions. A simple reminder, this was filmed on Wednesday, September 15th, so if any news or any of these rumors that I'm talking about change, just remember, we film our live shows on Wednesday. So if you guys want to get your questions on the show, it's hashtag NFL or Super Chat. This first one's coming in from Joe. Niners are going to win against the Eagles easy. I don't really think that this is a question. It's more of a statement, but I also am going to agree with you. I have the Niners winning. Let me know down in the comments who y'all think is going to win this game, SF or PHI. Johnny Lopez, can you see an Aaron Rodgers in-season trade? I would be very, very shocked, and I actually think that Rodgers is going to really try to finish this whole thing out this year and then potentially, become a free agent next year and maybe make a little bit more money. But after that first game, and if teams are questioning his ability, sure, I'm still thinking that there's going to be people out there that want to trade him, but I think he finishes this season with the Green Bay Packers. Super chat from The Lunatic. Doubts growing on MM after T. Steele at right tackle, DC for life. So what I actually would tell you to do is go check out Tom Downey's latest tweet. He actually had an interview with NFL insider Jane Slater. So if you want to learn more about the Cowboys offensive line, go check out Tom's tweet. It literally just went out at What Going Down. He's got all the latest on that. Corned Beef King, excuse me. Who are the Chiefs' biggest competition in the AFC? I really thought the Browns outplayed them for most of that game, so I'm going to throw the Browns out there. The way the Pittsburgh Steelers played this past week up against Buffalo, despite Buffalo's struggles, I'm still going to throw them out there. And then, I would have said the Tennessee Titans, but man, they really, really struggled. So I'd say the Pittsburgh Steelers, and then probably the Cleveland Browns. That's who I think is going to be the biggest competition for them. All right, which team out of all the teams in Week 1 surprised you the most? This could be either a negative surprise or a positive surprise. I guess the positive one, the Arizona Cardinals beating the Tennessee Titans. Negative surprise by Tennessee, 38-13. The New Orleans Saints beating the Green Bay Packers, 38-3. I was actually pleasantly surprised how well the Houston Texans went ahead and they played. And then, honestly, man, one of the most, I'll say, surprising overall efforts. I was really impressed by Jalen Hurts. He was really able to throw the ball all around the field. I thought he ran the ball well, too, so those are probably overall my biggest surprises. All right, what about Lil Eden? When do the Titans make a move on Mitchell Schwartz? So one of the offensive lines that really struggled, especially as soon as Tennessee lost Taylor Lewan, at least for that brief period in that first game, it definitely hurt. The issue with Mitchell Schwartz is this. I don't know if he's 100% healthy whatsoever, right? So Schwartz was good last season for the Kansas City Chiefs, but when he was healthy. And now the biggest question mark is we don't know how healthy he is. Usually when a player is as good as Schwartz and he's still out there in the free agent market, it means NFL teams know something that we don't, and it probably means the medical isn't checking out. Isaiah Mickles, do you think the Saints are one of the best teams in the league or Packers just played horrible? I don't think that the Saints are one of the best teams in the league. I'm sorry. I really think that the Packers came in flat. I think that Rodgers came in flat, and I think it was a little bit of a wake-up call. So we'll see whether or not which one of these is a little bit more real. I think the Saints are a good team. I think they have a good defense, but they're obviously not going to blow out every single team that they did this past week. And then, you got the Green Bay Packers. They're not as bad as what they played. They're going to be better. I still think that they're going to be around a 10-win team. Now, if you guys want to go ahead and make some bets on NFL Week 2 games, there's one place to do it and one place only. That's at BetUS. Now, how do you get the hookup? You got to go to chatsports.com/bet. Use this promo code here, NFL Daily. It's going to get you a 125% deposit bonus. So imagine a deal where you could put down $100. You get $125 for free to bet with. And if you go ahead and you make your very, very first deposit at chatsports.com/bet, you also got to use the promo code NFL Daily. And you put down a bet of at least $5, not only are we going to hook you up with $125 free dollars to bet with, but we're also going to hook you up with an NFL jersey. Now, we have NFL jerseys for all 32 teams. Also, this deal is not going to last forever. The deal ends Monday, so remember that. Deal ends Monday. Now, if you want to have any other questions about how you get the jersey deal, guys, don't be afraid. You can hit us up on email at jersey@chatsports.com. Basically, we have jerseys for a lot of these teams, and we have certain ones also in stock, so we might not have the exact one that you're hoping for, but if you're going to complain about a free NFL jersey, man, you got some other things to worry about. So again, you got to be a new user with BetUS. You got to go ahead and go to chatsports.com/bet. And you got to put down at least a $5 bet. Any questions about anything that I just said, because all you heard was free NFL jersey, email us, jersey@chatsports.com. We'll give you the extra details. Let's go to this next one coming in here from Booze Bees. If Bridgewater keeps balling out, do the Broncos need to trade Drew Lock? I would have said that they needed to trade Drew Lock the moment that they signed Teddy Bridgewater, simply because if your plan all along was maybe to start Teddy, not that Teddy didn't play well, like in the offseason, I also thought Drew Lock played halfway decent as well. So, like, if that was your plan, you should have traded at least one of those guys a lot earlier on. But I was pleasantly surprised from what I saw by Teddy. Von Miller spoke very high about Bridgewater, actually compared him to Peyton Manning. So anytime I hear something like that, I'm like, all right, I'm listening a little bit. But yeah, at this point, man, I'm trying to move on from Drew Lock. All right, Everyday Jam, one of our most loyal watchers, shout out to you. How many catches do you think Darren Waller will have this year? Well, right now he's on pace for 170, so I'm going to go the under on 170. I mean, if he keeps getting targeted the way that he is, and I anticipate him getting probably close to 10 targets every single game. I mean, Derek literally said in a press conference today on Wednesday that if Waller's got one-on-one, he'll throw it to him 30 times. I'm going to pump the brakes a little bit on that. My initial projection for Waller was 101 catches, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stick to that. All right, get all of the latest NFL news and rumors around the NFL. All you got to do is hit that big red button that says subscribe if you are looking for all the news and rumors that you guys crave. If you want to know more about the NFL than all your buddies out there, if you go to a bar and you hear some random guy talking shit about some NFL thing, I mean, put him in his place, because I guarantee you this. If you subscribe to Chat Sports, you guys are going to know more about the NFL, more about the NBA than I'm going to say 99% of people out there. All right, what about Snow? What up, Snow? Do you think Kyle Pitts will break out sometime this year? And if so, around what week do you think? It depends what you consider a breakout. A breakout for a rookie tight end? Yeah, sure. I mean, he's one of the best rookie tight end prospects that I've seen in a long time. However, right before the season started, I said, don't be surprised if a lot of people out there are disappointed in the numbers that Pitts puts up, simply because I believe there's only been like a handful of rookie tight ends that have gone over 500 receiving yards. The biggest reason, making that jump from tight end in college to the NFL is a big-time difference. Plus, a lot of those guys, they struggle blocking, so sometimes they're not on the field as much. I anticipate Pitts to be on the field a ton, but if he gets over 500 receiving yards, and he might barely do it, I mean, I might be surprised. All right, this next one's from Alize Pin. The Raiders versus the Steelers. The Steelers win by 14. I don't think that this is a question. I think that you're just trying to tell me I will easily take that bet. Now, I did originally take Pittsburgh to beat the Raiders 24-23. However, I was impressed by the way the Raiders played. I was very impressed by the way the Steelers played. I just don't think the Steelers are going to beat anybody this year really by more than 14. That offense doesn't really do too much for me. We got Eric Hernandez Sr. Why is Tyler Lockett always so slept on? Snagged him in the 5th round of my fantasy league. Also, would like to see Josh Gordon join and be the wide receiver 3. Well, I don't want nothing to do with Josh Gordon on any team. That guy's been given more chances than literally anybody in the NFL. So I'm sick and tired of Josh Gordon talk. And then in terms of Tyler Lockett, I think he's just slept on because he's not really looked at as a true one receiver because he's a little bit smaller. Sure, I mean, last season he had some good numbers. He's a lot better in a PPR league. I have him in my fantasy league, so I was pretty happy at our Chat Sports fantasy league. But Tyler Lockett, man, hell of a player. Everyday Jam, who will have the most interceptions this season? If you're just talking about all around, maybe like the cornerback that's going to have the most picks, I feel like I almost got to go Xavier Howard because that guy, he gets a lot of interceptions when he's healthy. If it's not him, maybe Jalen Ramsey I'll throw out there, or maybe J.C. Jackson. In terms of the team that has the most picks, I'll probably go ahead and say, I feel like I just got to say the Rams. To me, like, they have just one of the best complete defenses out there. But Pittsburgh could also be a good one. Now, if I didn't answer your question, y'all, you can always hit me up on Instagram at MitchellRenz365. I promise you when I text, my words won't sound as bad as what my voice does right now. But we do a lot of videos here at Chat Sports. I always want to know what you guys are thinking. So please, if I miss your question during our live NFL mailbag, hit me up on IG at MitchellRenz365.